I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You run the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Till the risk, I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off.
And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 or.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Okay, ready? 47, check right, 47. Pick me up, here we go. 47 right, Mike, 47. Smooth. Check go.
From the gun, Schaefer. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Gurley with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. On first down, it's Gurley. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
6 man.
Now it's Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Todd Gurley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the out. Get it.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, Tank. Hey, Sam on. Tight dog. Chest. Come.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the Saints 41-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Ready. 30 base. Number 53. Line 53. Coming. Catch it. 6-6. Pull it high. Be driven.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Saints 7.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The 18-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Packers 14, Saints 7.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Five.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man, it's Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. A first update now out of Jacksonville. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, zoom.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Let's go.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big run there by Jones. 53 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
54. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Check 99. Check 99. Shoot. Check, boys.
Hey, lock it.
Watch out, watch out.
Now go. Hit it.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Shift, watch the shift.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Fight.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it
A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
4 down, 4 down. Check 26, check 26.
General West. Right. Shoot.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Ready, ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Schaefer. It's caught here by Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Back to throw. Schaefer. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm coming.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Quarterback, don't get
Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. That's pulled in at the 32. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Set, ready? 10-2 start.
I got one.
Hit it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The 1st down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again they run with Gurley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Williams. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Check 52.
Slam.
They run it again with Williams. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Let's get off the field.
Hey, check 24. Ready, go. Snap.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Set up, 50, plant. You draw portraits. Ready?
Again, it's Jones. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Target. Go. Hey, Foxtrot.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Schaefer. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Get it.
On 3rd down, Schaefer dancing to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Hard.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Show it up.
Leo.
Check 4.
Watch the shift.
Go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check.
Check 31.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is fielded at the 27. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st down, it's Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Looking deep for Adams. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Rosen. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Rosen will throw. He's going to have the hook up to Burnett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Hey, rock it, get it.
Here's Rosen. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, wahoo!
Rosen to throw again. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. It's the Texans firmly in control of that one. They've scored again. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. A win would be nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Fourth down. Here's Rosen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Packers' D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
First down, Packers.
Ready.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Three bud.
Rock it.
Tighten up.
This is Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 25-yard line.
Here's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Check, 47. I'm coming.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Schaefer. And Adams has it complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
Come on, fellas.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Green Bay, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home